Hello, everyone. My name is Zaire, and today we are going to explore a new story that at the end I'm going to ask you to finish. So let's get started. Story is about financial fraud in New York City. The title, The Apex Ledger. The setting, New York City. The main protagonist, Maya Thompson, junior associate at Sterling and Finch LLP. The rain hammered against the floor-to-ceiling glass of Maya Thompson's 45th floor office. Below, yellow cabs looked like blurry beetles crawling along the wet pavement of Wall Street. It was 2 o'clock in the morning, but the lights in the offices of Sterling and Finch were blazing. Maya rubbed her eyes, staring at the mountain of documents on her desk. This wasn't just any case on the firm's crowded docket. This was the case. They were representing a group of teachers whose pension fund had evaporated overnight after investing with Apex Capital. The target was Elias Thorne, the charismatic CEO of Apex. For months, Thorne had been the golden boy of New York fintech. Now, he was the defendant in what promised to be the most complex financial fraud litigation of the decade. "He's slippery, Maya," her senior partner Sarah Jenkins had warned her earlier that day. Thorne didn't just break the rules, he wove through them. The district attorney is already pushing for a criminal indictment, but our job right now is the civil suit. We need to prove he is professionally liable for these missing millions, so these teachers don't lose their homes. Maya knew the stakes. The problem was that Thorne had covered his tracks meticulously, seemingly staying just within the confusing boundaries of federal banking statutes. For weeks, Maya had been hunting for a smoking gun. Tonight, she thought she might have found the bullets. Buried deep in a mislabeled digital folder was an email chain involving Apex's former chief financial officer, a nervous man named Arthur Pendleton. Pendleton had vanished 2 days after the scandal broke. Maya had spent the last week convincing a judge to issue a subpoena for Pendleton's private bank records, hoping it would lead to his location. It worked. They found him hiding in a motel in Queens. Yesterday, Maya had finally sat down with a terrified Pendleton in a dingy diner. It had taken hours of convincing, but he finally cracked. He admitted that Thorne was running a sophisticated Ponzi scheme. Pendleton had signed a sworn affidavit detailing exactly how Thorne shifted new investor money to pay off older debts, making the company look profitable, while it was actually hemorrhaging cash. With that affidavit, the burden of proof shifted dramatically in their favor. They finally had a witness. But as Maya organized the files for the morning meeting, her secure office phone rang. The caller ID was blocked. "This is Maya Thompson, counsel for the plaintiffs," she answered professionally, expecting it to be a cranky partner working late. The voice on the other end was synthesized, deep and robotic. "Ms. Thompson, you have an affidavit from Arthur Pendleton. It's a compelling piece of fiction." Maya gripped the phone tighter. "Who is this?" "It doesn't matter who I am. What matters is that you know Mr. Pendleton is a desperate man with a gambling debt. Did you know Thorne paid off that debt yesterday morning? If you put Pendleton on the stand tomorrow, he won't just recant his statement. He will commit perjury and say your firm bribed him to lie about Thorne." Maya stared at the phone, her heart pounding against her ribs. If the caller was telling the truth, their star witness was about to destroy their entire case from the inside out. She looked down at Pendleton's signed affidavit on her desk. Was it the key to justice, or was it a trap set by Elias Thorne? The rain outside fell harder, blurring the city lights into a chaotic smear of color. Maya knew she couldn't wait until morning. She had to. "Now it is your turn. How does the story end? Does Maya investigate the caller? Does she confront Pendleton? Does she find a way to outsmart Elias Thorne before court opens in the morning? Finish the story using your knowledge of legal procedure and vocabulary. Oh, and there is a quiz at the bottom of this sheet that Coach Will sent you with this lesson. Thank you for listening, and see you next story.